The frantic voice of Tesla's engineering team leader Dr. James Rodriguez echoed through the Texas Gigafactory as he delivered devastating news that would fundamentally challenge everything Elon Musk believed about electric vehicle technology and global innovation leadership. His incredulous declaration that African battery technology was 100 times more efficient than Tesla's most advanced systems represented more than a competitive threat. It embodied a complete transformation of global technology development patterns that had positioned Africa as an unexpected leader in cutting-edge innovation and engineering excellence. Musk's stunned reaction to the screens displaying impossible performance metrics from Burkina Faso reflected the profound shock reverberating throughout Silicon Valley as technology leaders confronted the reality that their decades-long dominance in innovation and development was being systematically dismantled by African engineers and scientists who had achieved breakthrough capabilities that exceeded anything produced by the world's most sophisticated research and development facilities. Meanwhile, thousands of kilometers away in Ouagadougou's revolutionary Afri-Energy facility, Ibrahim Traoré was calmly observing final tests of electric vehicle prototypes that demonstrated performance capabilities 10 times superior to Tesla's flagship models while consuming significantly less energy and operating with unprecedented efficiency ratings that challenged fundamental assumptions about electric vehicle technology and sustainable transportation solutions. His confident message to Rodriguez reflected not arrogance but justified pride in African technological achievements that had been systematically underestimated by Western technology leaders who had assumed that innovation excellence remained the exclusive domain of established technology centers in California, Massachusetts, and other traditional innovation hubs that had dominated global technology development for decades. The panic atmosphere pervading Tesla's Gigafactory reflected the company's growing recognition that their entire business model and competitive strategy was being threatened by African innovations that had achieved performance breakthroughs considered impossible by conventional engineering standards and manufacturing processes that had defined electric vehicle development since the industry's inception. Dr. Rodriguez's comprehensive report revealed the staggering scope of African technological superiority across multiple critical areas including battery efficiency, charging speed, vehicle range, and manufacturing cost that positioned Burkina Faso's AfriCell technology as fundamentally superior to anything Tesla had developed despite years of massive investment in research and development and recruitment of the world's most talented engineers and scientists. The revelation that AfriCell batteries achieved 100 times greater efficiency than Tesla's advanced 4,680 battery cells while maintaining 30-second charging times and 5,000-kilometer range capabilities represented technological breakthroughs that challenged fundamental assumptions about energy storage, power management, and sustainable transportation that had guided electric vehicle development across the global automotive industry for the past 2 decades. Musk's desperate questioning about the authenticity of these performance metrics reflected his inability to accept that African engineers could develop capabilities that exceeded Tesla's most ambitious projections and performance goals, while also demonstrating the profound ignorance within Western technology leadership about African innovation capabilities and strategic technological development initiatives. Rodriguez's additional revelation that African electric vehicles could accelerate from 0-100 km per hour in just 1 second represented performance capabilities that exceeded traditional automotive engineering limitations while also establishing new benchmarks for electric vehicle performance that would force every major automotive manufacturer to completely reconsider their development strategies and competitive positioning. This technological supremacy represented the culmination of Ibrahim Traoré's visionary African Technology Revolution project that had been initiated in 2019 with a massive $200 billion investment in comprehensive technology infrastructure, international talent recruitment, and strategic development of cutting-edge research facilities that had transformed Burkina Faso into the world's most advanced technology center within an unprecedented 5-year timeframe. The AfriTech campus in Ouagadougou had evolved into a sprawling technological ecosystem that exceeded the capabilities and infrastructure of any existing technology center including Silicon Valley, Cambridge, or Shenzhen through systematic investment in quantum computing, artificial intelligence, advanced materials science, biotechnology, aerospace engineering, and sustainable energy systems that positioned Africa at the absolute forefront of global technological advancement. Technology Director Dr. Chin Wei's comprehensive overview of African achievements revealed breakthrough developments in quantum battery technology that could operate for 50 years without requiring recharging, while maintaining consistent performance levels that exceeded any existing energy storage system. This quantum battery breakthrough represented fundamental advancement in energy science that positioned African technology decades ahead of competing development programs in established technology centers. Traoré's satisfaction with transforming Burkina Faso from a nation experiencing regular electricity shortages to the world's leading developer of advanced energy technology reflected his understanding of how strategic investment and visionary planning could enable developing nations to leapfrog traditional development stages and establish themselves as global leaders in cutting-edge technology sectors. The secret to African technological supremacy lay in Traoré's intelligent recruitment strategy that had successfully attracted 5,000 of the world's most brilliant technology experts to relocate to Africa for breakthrough research opportunities that exceeded what was available in traditional Western technology centers. Distinguished researchers from MIT, Stanford, Cambridge, and other prestigious institutions had chosen to contribute to Africa's technology revolution rather than continuing their work within established Western research frameworks. Research and Development Director Dr. Kwame Asante's enumeration of African technological capabilities, including quantum computing, holographic systems, brain-computer interfaces, and teleportation research, demonstrated the comprehensive scope of African innovation across multiple frontier technology areas that positioned the continent as a leader in every major field of advanced technological development rather than specializing in limited sectors. Musk's desperate decision to fly immediately to Burkina Faso reflected his recognition that Tesla's survival depended on understanding and potentially partnering with African technology leaders who had achieved capabilities that threatened to make Tesla's technology obsolete within a rapidly changing global marketplace that increasingly favored African innovation and engineering excellence. His shock upon arriving at Ouagadougou Airport, which had been transformed into a comprehensive technology center featuring holographic guides, flying taxis, and energy field passenger processing systems, provided immediate evidence of African technological advancement that exceeded even his most ambitious visions for future transportation and infrastructure development. Traoré's reception of Musk at the Afritech campus demonstrated African confidence and hospitality, while also providing opportunities to showcase the extraordinary scope of African technological infrastructure that spanned 500 hectares and included 50 specialized facilities, each focused on different aspects of cutting-edge technology development and innovation. Musk's amazed inquiry about how such comprehensive technological infrastructure could be developed within 5 years reflected his continued inability to comprehend African strategic planning capabilities and resource mobilization strategies that had enabled rapid development of technology centers that exceeded anything available in established innovation hubs. Traoré's response emphasizing intelligent investment choices while noting that Africa had been building Earth's future while Musk focused on Mars exploration provided a diplomatic but pointed critique of Western technology priorities that had emphasized spectacular projects over practical technological advancement that could benefit human welfare and sustainable development. The tour of Africell battery manufacturing facilities provided Musk with direct exposure to technological capabilities that exceeded Tesla's most advanced development programs through utilization of graphene quantum hybrid structures that represented fundamental breakthroughs in materials science and energy storage technology that had previously existed only in theoretical frameworks rather than practical applications. Production Director Dr. Lisa Chen's explanation of African success in scaling graphene production for commercial manufacturing while achieving 90% cost reduction compared to Tesla's battery systems demonstrated sophisticated understanding of advanced materials processing and manufacturing optimization that positioned African technology as both superior in performance and more accessible in pricing structures. Musk's incredulous response to graphene manufacturing success reflected his assumption that such advanced materials processing remained beyond African capabilities, while Dr. Chen's explanation of utilizing Africa's natural graphite reserves illustrated how strategic utilization of continental resources could enable technological breakthroughs that were unavailable to companies dependent on imported materials and external supply chains. The visit to Africar manufacturing facilities where vehicles exceeded Tesla's performance capabilities through quantum motor technology that provided 50 times greater power than conventional electric motors demonstrated African success in developing revolutionary propulsion systems that challenged fundamental assumptions about vehicle engineering and performance limitations. Vehicle Design Director Dr. Ahmed Hassan's explanation of quantum motor technology provided Musk with direct evidence of African advancement in theoretical physics applications that had been successfully translated into practical engineering solutions for transportation challenges, while the test drive experience confirmed performance capabilities that exceeded anything Tesla had achieved despite years of development effort. Musk's admission that African vehicle technology would leave Tesla 20 years behind reflected his recognition that African innovation had achieved breakthrough capabilities that fundamentally altered competitive dynamics within the global automotive industry, while also establishing new performance benchmarks that would force every major manufacturer to completely reconsider their development strategies. The Afri AI Center showcased artificial intelligence capabilities that exceeded Western AI systems by factors of 1,000 through development of Afri GPT systems that could communicate in 500 languages while demonstrating expert-level knowledge across 100 scientific disciplines and maintaining creative thinking capabilities that surpassed any existing AI platform including ChatGPT, Bard, Claude, and other advanced systems. AI Director Dr. Amina Keita's demonstration of AfriGPT's problem-solving capabilities through its immediate solution to Mars travel challenges using African quantum propulsion technology that could reduce travel time from 9 months to 30 days provided concrete evidence of African technological superiority in both artificial intelligence and aerospace engineering applications. Musk's shocked response to AfriGPT's superior performance and innovative solutions reflected his growing recognition that African technological development had surpassed Western capabilities across multiple critical sectors while also providing practical solutions to challenges that Western technology companies had been unable to resolve despite massive investment in research and development. The Afri Space Center revealed aerospace capabilities that exceeded NASA's most advanced programs through development of nuclear fusion rocket systems that provided 100 times greater power than SpaceX's Falcon Heavy while operating with complete environmental sustainability and utilizing Africa's abundant uranium reserves for clean energy generation and advanced propulsion applications. Space Director Dr. Fatima Ouattara's presentation of fusion rocket technology that achieved performance levels previously considered impossible demonstrated African success in translating theoretical physics breakthroughs into practical aerospace applications that positioned the continent as a leader in space exploration and interplanetary transportation development. Musk's incredulous response to nuclear fusion rocket capabilities reflected his continued difficulty in accepting African technological leadership in sectors where he had assumed SpaceX maintained clear superiority, while Dr. Ouattara's explanation of environmental benefits illustrated how African innovation prioritized sustainability alongside performance excellence. The final stop at the AfriOS Development Center showcased operating system technology that exceeded Windows and iOS capabilities through holographic interface systems that enabled thought-based computer control using brain-computer interface technology that surpassed Neuralink's development program by significant margins while providing more intuitive and efficient user interaction frameworks. Software Director Dr. Joseph Kabila's demonstration of AfriOS holographic interfaces and brain-computer integration provided Musk with direct experience of human-computer interaction technologies that exceeded his own Neuralink development goals while also illustrating African advancement in neurotechnology and interface design that positioned the continent as a leader in next-generation computing paradigms. Musk's recognition that African brain-computer interface technology exceeded Neuralink's capabilities by 10 times demonstrated his complete acknowledgement of African technological superiority across every major technology sector that Tesla and his other companies had prioritized for development and competitive advantage. Upon completion of the comprehensive technology tour, Musk's complete psychological defeat reflected his recognition that Africa's 5-year development program had achieved technological capabilities that exceeded Tesla's 20-year development trajectory, while also establishing African companies as leaders in every technology sector that defined the future of transportation, energy, communication, and space exploration. His humble request for Tesla to establish cooperation with African technology companies represented complete capitulation to African technological leadership, while also acknowledging that Tesla's survival required access to African innovations and partnership arrangements that would enable the company to remain competitive in rapidly evolving global technology markets. Traore's partnership terms requiring technology transfer, African manufacturing, and 50% profit retention within Africa demonstrated sophisticated understanding of how to structure international cooperation agreements that would benefit African development while also providing international partners with access to superior African technology and innovation capabilities. Musk's acceptance of these demanding partnership terms reflected his recognition that African technological superiority had fundamentally altered global power relationships and competitive dynamics within technology industries, while also establishing new patterns of international cooperation based on African leadership rather than traditional Western technological dominance. The subsequent establishment of Tesla manufacturing facilities in Africa represented a broader pattern of Western technology companies relocating operations to access African innovation and talent, while also acknowledging that the future of global technology development would be increasingly centered in African innovation hubs rather than traditional Western technology centers. 3 months after Musk's African experience became viral through international media coverage, the global technology industry began systematic reassessment of African capabilities and competitive threats. TechCrunch's declaration that Musk experienced shock in Africa, and Wired's assessment that Tesla has much to learn from Africa, reflected authoritative recognition of African technological achievements by leading technology publications. However, African technological leadership extended far beyond Tesla's sector to encompass comprehensive transformation of global technology markets as Facebook lost 50% of users to Afri-social networks, Apple surrendered 40% market share to Afri-phone devices, and Google's search dominance was challenged by Afri-search platforms that provided superior user experiences and more relevant results. Mark Zuckerberg's shock at Facebook's rapid decline in the face of African social media innovation, Tim Cook's concern about Apple's market share losses to superior African mobile devices, and Sundar Pichai's difficulty competing with African search technology demonstrated the comprehensive scope of African technological advancement across all major technology sectors. Traore's address to the African Technology Summit celebrating the transformation from technology consumer to technology producer, while outlining ambitious goals for technology leadership, attracted 500 CEOs from Silicon Valley who traveled to Africa to learn from continental innovation, rather than attempting to maintain traditional patterns of technological dominance and knowledge transfer. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella's private consultation with Traore seeking opportunities to learn from African technological achievements reflected broader recognition among Western technology leaders that African innovation had established new global standards for technological development, while also creating unprecedented opportunities for collaboration and knowledge sharing. Traore's modest response emphasizing that technology becomes stronger through sharing, while committing Africa to global knowledge distribution, demonstrated African philosophical approaches to innovation that prioritized collective advancement over competitive advantage or technological hoarding that had historically characterized Western technology development strategies. 1 year after the African technology revolution gained international recognition, half of Fortune 500 companies had established African offices to access continental innovation and talent, while also participating in technology ecosystems that provided superior development environments and more advanced research capabilities than traditional Western technology centers. Amazon's Jeff Bezos was forced to restructure e-commerce strategies in response to Africommerce platforms that provided superior user experiences and more efficient logistics solutions, while Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett invested $100 billion in African technology companies that demonstrated superior growth potential and innovation capabilities compared to traditional Western technology investments. Bloomberg's comprehensive analysis declaring that Africa's 5-year technology revolution exceeded Silicon Valley's 30-year development provided authoritative validation of African technological achievements, while also establishing new frameworks for understanding innovation velocity and competitive dynamics within global technology markets. Dr. Rodriguez's career transition from Tesla engineering leadership to Tesla Africa coordinator working in Ouagadougou demonstrated how African technological advancement was attracting international talent who recognized that the continent had become the center of innovation and development rather than simply a market for Western technology products and services. MIT Technology Review's special issue declaring Traore's 5-year plan as the greatest achievement in technology history reflected academic recognition of African innovation, while also providing scholarly validation of strategic planning approaches that had enabled rapid technological advancement and global leadership within unprecedented timeframes. Traore's modest address to the Global Technology Summit emphasizing correct timing and appropriate investment in unlocking African potential, rather than claiming personal genius, demonstrated leadership approaches that prioritize collective achievement over individual recognition, while also illustrating African values of community success and shared prosperity. Musk's presence in the audience applauding African achievements reflected his complete transformation from skeptical competitor to appreciative student of African innovation, while also demonstrating how authentic technological excellence could transcend national boundaries and cultural differences to create mutual respect and collaborative relationships. Traore's concluding statement about African technology revolution benefiting all humanity rather than simply African development reflected continental philosophical approaches to innovation that emphasized global welfare and shared advancement rather than competitive advantage or technological nationalism that had historically characterized international technology relationships. The standing ovation that concluded Traore's presentation reflected universal recognition of African technological achievements, while also marking a historic moment when global technology leadership officially shifted from Silicon Valley to Africa through merit-based demonstration of superior innovation capabilities and development results. Rodriguez's final message to Musk acknowledging that competition was no longer at equal levels but that Africa had achieved pioneering status reflected complete recognition of African technological leadership, while also providing honest assessment of how rapidly global competitive dynamics had been transformed through systematic African innovation and development. 5 years after the technology revolution began, Africa had achieved definitive global leadership across all major technology sectors through measurable achievements including 1,000 technology patents daily, 90% market share in quantum computing, world leadership in AI technologies, 95% efficiency in energy technology, and space technology capabilities that exceeded NASA's most advanced programs. Traore's vision of transforming Africa from technology recipient to technology leader had been completely realized through strategic planning, massive investment, international talent recruitment, and systematic development of technological capabilities that positioned the continent as the undisputed global center of innovation and advanced engineering excellence. Musk's final visit to Africa reflected complete role reversal as he traveled to the continent to learn from African innovation rather than attempting to teach or lead technological development, while his humble acknowledgement of African achievements demonstrated personal growth and recognition of changed global technological relationships. Traoré's gracious reception of Musk's continued interest in learning and collaboration reflected African values of knowledge sharing and mutual advancement, while also maintaining the continent's position as the primary source of technological innovation and development leadership that would shape humanity's future development and progress. Rodriguez's transformation from Tesla employee delivering shocking reports about African capabilities to serving as an ambassador for African technology excellence in global markets demonstrated how individual careers and professional development had been reshaped by African technological leadership and innovation excellence. The Global Tech Innovation Report 2025's conclusion identifying Africa as the 21st century's technology superpower with Burkina Faso as the world technology capital provided official recognition of continental achievements while also establishing new frameworks for understanding global innovation leadership and competitive advantage in rapidly evolving technology markets. Traoré's final statement about 5 years being sufficient to change Africa's future while committing to shaping humanity's future reflected continued ambition and visionary thinking about African potential for global leadership while also demonstrating confidence in continental capabilities for sustained innovation and international influence in technology development and human advancement. The complete transformation of global technology relationships through African innovation had indeed made the world a better place by establishing new patterns of international cooperation, knowledge sharing, and technological development that prioritized human welfare and sustainable advancement over narrow competitive advantage or nationalistic technology policies that had historically limited innovation potential and global progress.